Good morning, my dear students. In yesterday class, we have completed some part of session number 2. Session name is Networking Concept under Unit 4, Web Application and Security. Today, we will start from this topic that is called Getting Access to the Internet. Means how we will get Internet in our computer system. To use the Internet, first you need to internet connection. So you get internet connection by the internet service provider. Means a company who provide the service. Internet service provider is a provider, means it is an organization which provides you internet connection. Company names are maybe BSNL. Its full form is Bharat Sanchar Nigam Limited. Another company is Airtel, MTS, Vodafone, Tata Docomo, and now this time we are using Jio also. So Jio is a internet service provider. Now see the definition of internet service provider. An internet service provider is an organization which provides you with access to the internet either via dial-up connection, that is called modem, or direct, that is called hardwired, or you can say wireless connection. Means you can use modem to connect to the internet, or you can use wired medium or wireless medium to connect with the internet. So this is a service provided by the ISP, that is called internet service provider. So what is this? These are the companies, or you can say it is organization. Now choosing connectivity depends on the availability of a particular technology like speed and connection and type in your area. Means how much speeds you want, which type of connection you want, okay, which type of network you want to make. So it depends on. So connectivity depends on your availability of particular technology. So it depends on speed, type of connection, speed of connection, etc. Usually a small and medium business home users uses connectivity type such as DSL, cable modem, dial-up, broadband wireless, WiMAX or 3G. So these are the type of connectivity used by the business user or home user, which are very small in size or medium in size. So small or medium business users use DSL type connection, cable modem connection, dial-up connection, broadband service, WiMAX or 3G. Then medium to large means who have more use of internet. So medium to large business user or customer with more demanding requirement may use high speed internet connectivity such as DSL. The full form of DSL is digital subscriber line. Digital subscriber line, that is high speed, and one more is ISDN. So business users, medium to large business users use DSL or ISDN, whereas the small and medium business users use WiMAX, 3G, broadband, dial-up, modem connection, etc. Next topic is modem. Modem is a device which is used to connect your computer, or its full form is modulator demodulator. It works in both the ends, means at the server end, sender end, and as well as receiver's end. Means sender's end and as well as receiver's end. Means you know very well your computer system, your mobile phone understand only digital data, whereas telephone lines means cables understand analog signals. So we need modem. Modem will convert your digital signal into analog signal, and thus vice versa, means analog signal to digital signal. So first it convert digital signal into analog signal at the sender's end, who sent the message. So means modem is a device that convert digital computer signal into a form, that is analog signals form, that can travel over phone lines. Means digital signals understand by the computer, whereas analog signals understand by the telephone lines. So first it converts digital signal into analog signal. It is done by modulator. This function is called modulator, or you can say modulation. Clear? And at the receiver's end, it reconverts the analog signal back to the digital signal. Analog signal back to digital signal means which understand by the wires convert into the computer understandable form. So this process is known as demodulator. So the full form of modem is modulator, demodulator. The word modem is derived from its function. Modulator means convert digital signal into analog signal, whereas demodulator means convert analog signal into digital signal. Then the type of common internet connectivity. Types of connectivity you know very well. One is wired and second one is wireless. So here different technologies are used. So these technology we can select according to the type and the speed of a network. So here we have three: dial-up, DSL and cable internet access. These three are the wired connectivity, the type of wired, and then 3G, WiMAX, Wi-Fi. These are the wireless type of connectivity. Means we can connect our systems either wirelessly or wired. In wired we use dial-up, DSL and cable internet access. These are the technologies for wired, and 3G, WiMAX or Wi-Fi are the wireless type of technology. Then some of the commonly used internet connectivities are: first one, these are the explanation of both. One is dial-up. Dial-up internet access is a form of internet access that uses the facility of the public switch telephone network, that is called PSTN, to establish a connection to the internet service provider. Means it will use a number that is called dial-up number. Once we dial the number and then click on connect button, this request goes to the internet service provider. According to that, it will establish a connection and then provide a network. So through the dial-up internet access, we can access the internet with the help of public switch telephone network. Okay? So it establishes a connection with the internet service provider. Then only we can access this type of network, dial-up connection. Then ISP. ISP, you know very well, it is an internet service provider. So you just dial a particular number provided by ISP and gain access to the internet. So this is same as dial-up. ISP and dial-up both are almost same. Then dial-up connection is same as previous one. Then DSL. DSL is a digital subscriber line, provides internet access by transmitting digital data over wires of a local telephone network. Then cable internet access. Cable internet access is a form of a broadband internet access that uses the cable television infrastructure. Cable internet access is provided through existing cable TV network. This is similar to DSL that is provided over existing telephone lines. Cable internet access is a part of the example of metropolitan area network. Means through this we can create our network. Like suppose you want to create a network in your home or house. So that time we have to use coaxial cable, which is provided by this technology provided by TV cable operator. So through this cable wire you can connect your system with the internet. So cable internet access is provided by the existing TV cable operator या TV cable network. यहीं से आपको network मिलेगा और यहाँ से आप internet चला सकते हो. So this work within a city. और example of this is man. मतलब man का ये example है. This is example of man. Next 3G. 3G means third generation. 1G, 2G, 3G. Now this time we are using 4G, fourth generation. So 3G short for third generation is a set of standard used for mobile devices and mobile telecommunication services and networks. High-speed downlink packets access is 3G mobile telephonic communications protocol that allows higher data transfer speed and capacity. Means why we are using 3G? The most important thing of 3G is that through the 3G we can send our data or information one place to another place at a very high speed. But this time we are using 4G. So 4G, the speed of 4G is more than the speed of 3G. And it is used in a mobile device. Then similarly, we have WiMAX. WiMAX full form is Worldwide Interoperability for Microwave Access, is a wireless communication standard designed to provide mobile broadband connectivity across cities and countries through a variety of devices. Means WiMAX is used as a wireless communication, and it is used, we are designed to provide broadband connectivity across the cities. Means it is used when the city is very when the city is spread in more kilometers, like 50 kilometers, 60 kilometers. So that time we have to use WiMAX because the range of WiMAX is more. So WiMAX is used for long range, covering many kilometers, and is typically used where DSL or cable internet connection cannot be used. And that time we have to use WiMAX because its capacity, its range is more than DSL and cable internet access. Then Wi-Fi. Wi-Fi, full form of Wi-Fi is wireless fidelity. It is a full form of Wi-Fi. It is a popular technology that allows an electronic device such as computers or mobile phones to exchange data wirelessly over a network, including high-speed internet connection. Wi-Fi is used where cables cannot be run, such as old building, outdoor area. So that in that place we have to use Wi-Fi that provide network and interface. So Wi-Fi can also be used where users require mobile connectivity. Like this time we are using Wi-Fi hotspot. So through the hotspot means through the Wi-Fi we can connect our remaining mobile phones or remaining computers with the network. So it is used in home, office, hotel, college, school, campus, etc. Next is data transfer on internet. Means how we transfer the data. So I will explain this with another slide, with another image. Suppose that you have large amount of data, like you want to download a movie. So you know very well whole movie cannot download at once. So here we have to divide a large information, large data into small pieces of equal size, that is called packets. So first step is the data is broken up into bits of same size pieces called packets. Here next step is a header is added to each packet explaining where the data has come from, means sender's address, where it should end up, means destination address, and where it fits in with the rest of the packets, means packet number. So each packet gets a header. In the header we have to write three things. One is the sender's address, second one is the receiver's address, and third one is the packet number. Then each packet is sent from computer to computer until it finds its destination, means packet goes from one computer to another computer and match computer's address with the packet address. If both are matched, then this packet is received, otherwise sent to the another computer, and then another computer check the address with their address. If address is matched, then it keeps, otherwise sent to the next address. Next computer system. Each computer on the way decide where next to send the packets. All packets may not take the same route. Maybe each and every packets may be every packets decide different routes. So basically they have to decide shortest path, but if the shortest path is busy, then they apply and use another route. So packets may not take the same route. Then at the destination, the packets are examined. At the destination, packets are examined. If any packets are missing or damaged, means we will check all the packets are reached properly or not. If any packets are missing, maybe not reached or maybe damaged, then the message is sent asking for them to be resent. Then we receiver sends a message to send this packet again. Then this continue until all the packets have been received intact. Intact means in a proper order, means like suppose that a message is very long, is divided into small pieces. So it get divided in 10 pieces. No, packet 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. When all the packets reach at the destination, means all from first number to the packet number 10 all reached, then at last the packets are now reassembled. Reassembled means arranged according to their packet number and then converted into original form, and this is done in seconds, means within a second all these process is completed. All this process means resembles and understandable like this. So these are the steps to transfer data over internet. Means first large message divided into small packets, each packet equal size. Then each packet get a header. In the header we have to write packet number, sender's address, receiver's address. Then each packet sent from computer to computer to find its destination. Maybe all the packets may not have same route, they follow different routes, and at the destination address all the packets are examined whether they reach properly or not. If any packet is missing or damaged, then we have to send a message to resend them and then continue. तब तक करना है जब तक सारे पैकेट ना पहुंच जाए, and at the end packets are reassembled into original form, then it understood by the receivers. So that's all. Come here again. Now these are the steps. We have covered all this. So after this our session number 2 has completed. I hope you understand this. If you have any doubt, query regarding this, please ask. Thank you, class.